Many people feel as if Woken Matt Hardy's WWE run has yet to live up to the expectations that the broken gimmick has set in TNA. But some people also believe that this is only the beginning and that this is setting up something huge. I'm one of those people. I'm Nicky from Wrestling Mark Media, and here's where I believe the Woken Matt Hardy character is going.
Nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine. I'm gonna take...
When the Hardy Boys re-debuted in WWE, Matt Hardy and Anthem Sports and Entertainment, the owners of TNA Impact Wrestling, were stuck in a legal battle over the rights to the broken gimmick. Anthem Sports and Entertainment claimed that because Impact Wrestling had created the gimmick and it aired on their show that it is their gimmick, Matt Hardy says the gimmick was entirely his idea. He's the one who put all the creativity behind it, so it is his gimmick. Eventually, of course, as we know, the legal issues were then settled when Impact decided to give the wrestlers the rights to their gimmicks. But at the time, they were going through a serious legal battle, thus making sure that WWE could not use the broken gimmick or any parodies of it while the Hardy Boys were in WWE. So the Hardy Boys returned as this hybrid between their Team Extreme gimmick of the early 2000s and awkward teases of the broken gimmick, constantly showing delete hand gestures, every once in a while over-pronunciating words like Broken Matt Hardy had become known to do. Every once in a while, Jeff would reference, fade away and classify myself as obsolete. So between the awkwardness of the Team Extreme gimmick and the constant teasing of the broken gimmick, fans were constantly on edge as to whether or not we would finally see Broken Matt Hardy in WWE. Like I said, Anthem Sports and Entertainment eventually decided to give wrestlers their rights to their gimmicks, so of course Matt Hardy was able to use the broken gimmick in WWE. WWE decided, however, to instead use a parody of the gimmick called Woken Matt Hardy, so that if Matt were to leave WWE, he would still have rights to the broken gimmick and there would not be any more legal issues. Meanwhile, WWE would still be able to sell merchandise and have the rights to the Woken gimmick. A very smart move by the WWE. But they're basically the same thing. Woken and broken are basically the same thing, except the broken gimmick was by far much more successful in TNA. The question is, why? Why is the Woken gimmick failing in WWE whereas it succeeded in TNA? Well, first off, TNA, when they introduced the broken gimmick, it was definitely introduced more naturally. It made sense as to why Matt Hardy broke himself, and then later Jeff and House Hardy. We don't really see that going on in WWE. So the WWE fans who may not know who broken or now woken Matt Hardy is, just kind of saw him become woken out of nowhere, and it was very confusing. So that could be part of it, but then again, I understand why WWE did that. Secondly, Woken Matt Hardy hasn't been going over that much. So they had this really long feud, very well hyped, between Bray Wyatt and Woken Matt Hardy. Two gimmicks that clearly clashed, and it was working out very well, and it was a great feud to introduce the Woken gimmick. But instead of having the feud finish off at a pay-per-view, they recently had Matt Hardy do the job to Bray Wyatt at the 25th anniversary of Raw, which in itself many people were upset with. So with that in mind, and Matt Hardy losing to Bray Wyatt, where could the Woken gimmick go to really become popular, to really get over once again like it had in Impact Wrestling? Well, first things first, I think Matt Hardy's YouTube channel, Matt Hardy Brand, all one word, really gives us a clue as to where we could be going in the near future. Lately he has been posting videos, feed me your energy, as well as videos of his family wishing Merry Christmas to all the Woken Warriors. Not to mention the reintroduction of Vanguard 1, and plenty of others. So I think where this is going, and I think this is very smart, is that WWE wants to bring back the Woken Matt Hardy, but he's not able to succeed without the rest of House Hardy. As Matt Hardy said, he is nothing without House Hardy. He actually said that in Impact Wrestling during his Broken Run. So I think we introduced Jeff, then Senior Benjamin, Vanguard 1, Rebby, King Maxwell, and his new son. We could introduce him into House Hardy, the newborn. And I think from there we could really begin to see the Woken character develop more. The thing that made it successful in Impact Wrestling was that the Broken gimmick was basically a parody of itself. So what it would do is it would constantly take these random ideas and just keep chucking them at you and see what would stick. We had Broken Matt fighting kangaroos that had the soul of George Washington in it. We've seen him play with goldfish that apparently had, who was it? Neapolitan or something. No, that's a candy, isn't it? But you guys get what I mean. Broken Matt Hardy did a lot of crazy stuff. He would teleport with Vanguard 1 on his expedition of gold. They shot Crazy Steve out of a volcano. We had the final deletion. We had total non-stop deletion. We had all these different events branded and matches branded around this whole Broken universe. And Matt Hardy would basically just take every idea he had and throw it at you and see what worked and what didn't. And he was throwing so much at you that eventually something had to work that outweighed all the ones that didn't. I think if Matt Hardy, who has creative control over his gimmick for the most part in WWE, was able to do that in WWE once the rest of House Hardy was naturally introduced, with Jeff returning from injury, then his wife, Senior Benjamin, Vanguard 1, and the likes, his children, of course. Although WWE may not allow that, understandably so, then maybe Woken Matt Hardy won't be such an epic fail in the WWE after all. Either way, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, my fellow Woken Warriors. Sorry guys, I'm very sick at the moment, if you couldn't tell by my voice. So sorry if this was kind of a bad video. But please, like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends. Let's get a conversation going. I will see you all in the next one.